Greetings. Welcome. Apologies for the super long intro there. But just as I had started the stream, one of my neighbors knocked on my door and said that the lights in my car were on. Which is strange. Because I have not driven my car for several hours. So I go outside and indeed the lights on my car are turned on. But not the headlights. And not the running lights. The brake lights are on. Just the brake lights. Nobody is in my car pushing the brake. The brake is not pinned down in my car. When you turn on the car, the brake lights remain on. When you depress the brake pedal, whether the car is on or off, the brake lights stay on. I know of no way to turn the brake lights off. And seeing as I don't have any tools because I am not a car mechanic, I took a rock and knocked one of the terminals on my battery loose and disconnected the cable. So now I'm going to have to reconnect the battery every time I take the car somewhere. Yeah. So that happened. I didn't know what to do with the rock afterwards, so I just set the rock on top of the battery and closed the hood. Because I'm going to have to go back in there and reconnect it. So I'll take the rock off then. I didn't know if I was going to need the rock to like... If you never leave the house, no need to worry. Unfortunately, I do need to leave the house every once in a while. But you see, it is harder. I don't think it's harder than removing the fuse, because I would have to access the fuse box, and then I would have to find the correct fuse and pull the correct fuse. And I don't know what the correct fuse is. And I have no replacement fuses. And it's dark outside. Anyway, we're back with more Dyson Sphere program. Hopefully, we'll have an easier time in the game than what I'm having outside the game. Last time, I had just begun my Spaghetti Mall. Also, I remembered I can do this. But I'm here now, joined by the great. I have invited a specialist to help me this time around. Please give warm applause to the great Dr. Conzilla the Coolness McJerkface the 23rd. This is your cue.
Yeah, you can
to
just
say
call
hello.
me McJerkface. I've answered to it for years. I don't know what problem you were having yesterday with the boxes on top of the splitters, but I'm currently playing a game that I had just started up, and I had just got that science, and I could place a box on a splitter immediately.
Then it had to have been a bug, and I don't know what was causing it, or what.
Well, it went away eventually.
Yeah, it fixed itself.
Yeah, because I can stack the science buildings 3 tall right from the start.
Yeah, this, and that's what I was thinking too. The science buildings, because I have mine stacked 3 tall. You can stack these 3 tall, and you can stack the boxes on top of the sorters, and you can stack sorters 2 tall. Like right from the start, you can go 2 high with everything and 3 high with the science buildings. That's why I thought it was such a weird thing to change. But apparently they didn't change it. My game was just freaking out. But it's fixed now. Kinda, maybe, sorta. I don't know. Don't know what broke it in the first place. Okay, so I need things. I'm not gonna worry about proliferation right now. I need to start breaking stone into silicon so that I can get the microcrystalline components and the processes going. Yeah. I also wonder, because I've got the one base on the planet right now. I wonder if I could just farm out this base. I don't know if I'm quite advanced enough to just farm it out completely. I'd probably be better off just putting turrets
Research complete.
at various spots around the base. Oh, I also need to get fluid going. Yes. I have an oil thing over here somewhere. It's somewhere. I think it's over there. Oh yeah, there it is. It's over there. Crude oil steep. Steep? Steep. Not steep. Okay, so. Stone. Where do I want to put stone?
Apparently on top of your battery.
Yes, that task is already completed. I don't see any reason why I can't just go over here and invent some new silicone creation area. Got a bunch of stone over here I can use for it. And more crude oil. Lovely. Okay, let's look at some recipes. We want to do this. So 10 stone into 1 silicone. 2 silicone into 1 high purity silicone. And 2 high purity silicone into 1 microcrystalline component. Wow, this is getting exponential very quickly.
Which is why it's always just better to get the science so you can leave the planet and go mine silicone somewhere else.
Yes. But we don't have that yet.
Whoosh.
I will get there eventually, but for right now, I don't need to make silicone quickly. I just need to make silicone. Really, I'm one. I can fly now. That's right.
I should probably start looking at upgrades too.
I will take all of this.
Research complete.
Applied superconductor.
Rare ores are distributed on different planets. Collecting rare ores and putting them into industrial production will greatly improve production efficiency.
Oh. Ah. Ha. Okay. So I wonder if I can get away with like a 3-2 kind of dealio, or maybe 4-2. 4 runs of stone into 2 runs of silicone. Okay. Lacking items.
Replication complete.
Dag nabbit. Build 2 more, and I need iron.
Flight mode.
Luckily, I have some built up. Oh, yay. Lots of iron is built up. I am collecting a lot of junk. And I need green circuits. See, this is why it's cool to have a component mall.
Mineral depleted.
Nope. Ah. I just gotta wait for them all to turn blue. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, I got such a crappy start on my landmass that I had to build everything very compact. On the plus side, I only need 7 guns to protect the whole thing.
Oh, that's cool. I got a weird... I don't know if I'm lucky or not with mine. Because my whole island's kind of like an archipelago. So I'm gonna need a lot of foundation.
Yeah, that's what I'm working towards right now. I'm also working on moving south to the equator, but got a ways to go there.
Okay. So let's put the input lines on this side. Like that. Output lines on that side.
Replication complete.
Okay, and then we'll want a splitter. No easy way to do a splitter here. Suppose I can do it like that. And we'll jumper that line in. That will let us do this into there, into there. And that should go like that. This one. Production power lines. I should probably get power lines building somewhere, but I never know how many of these to build, because if I build a bunch of these I always forget to like upgrade to the flying power later, even though that's so much better.
I end up using a combination of both the entire game.
Yeah, there's some things you just need the little power lines for, like jumping long distances. I never use the wireless ones.
Replication complete.
Really? You know, you could put them in a group of 9 really tight and use them as a recharge when you land on your planet after space travel.
Is it really effective though? Do they stack with each other?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I was unaware of the stacking properties. Okay, power lines. I love that they've got these things programmed to sort out the connection lines automatically to like the lowest number. Unlike, say, Factorio, which runs power lines at all kinds of crazy angles when you just plop down poles. Okay. And then we're gonna be pulling out the silicone this way. All of these are going to be pulling in and pushing out. So now I can just take this and that. Stop making the sound. Assist with the belt building up here. Okay. So I need to
Flight mode.
come down here, I think. Get my little robots closer. So I've got stone back there, over there, stone here, and then stone there. 3 patches of stone. 4 runs. Here. This is going to be this.
Check out the Discord stream real quick.
The Discord, okay. Hyob. Here we go. What we got? Aha. Oh.
It's just 4, but you can see every time I move, all of them light up because I'm using energy.
Oh.
You can literally go, you can go as 9 in a square. Stand right in the middle one like this. And
okay. I will have to build some little mini charging stations.
I build them 1 on every planet, sometimes 2 or 3.
Flight mode.
Okay, so we got that, and then we have to make
Comes
this.
in handy, that's for sure.
see about mining out this stone. Eight seems like a pretty good grab. Eight. Right there, the 8. Okay, I'll deal with 7. Okay. So 2 of these are easily gonna power that first belt. Speaking of power. That. So I'll get belts 2 and 3 from this. If I can grab this entire patch with 3 mining machines. There's 9, that's a pretty good start. Grab all of these. So close. I'm not gonna grab them all with 3 mining machines. But I can do it with 4. Okay, so we're gonna put a combiner right here. And then we're gonna put another one, I guess, right here. With those 2 belts. One more right here. Just like that. Okay. 2 of these are gonna run into there. help with the construction. It took me way too long to figure out that you could actually manually construct buildings. Oop. I've often wondered what logic they have in place to dictate where these machines go for construction. I should put power out here. That would be helpful. It makes machines go. Okay. Okay. Yay, my silicone machine should now be working. I don't know how fast it's gonna be working. Not working terribly quickly. Oh, these machines aren't working at all. This is not good. Okay, that comes out. And that goes in. That is a bad place for that to appear. Okay, I'll just let that cook up some silicone over there in the corner. Greetings, real quick. Am I new in the game? No. I am not, but I kinda am. I've got about 500 hours in the game.
Those are rookie numbers.
Ooh, rookie numbers. Okay. What do? Hum hum hum. Need fluid? Yes. I've got all the things now. Look at all the things I need to make. Processors and microcrystalline components I think are of particular import. Am I gonna need silicon for anything else? Not before I can go to another planet and get it, I don't think. Okay. I'm not sure about destroying the hive. I'm not sure if it's actually possible to destroy the hive if they've implemented everything yet. I know they're talking about adding a bunch of new stuff, specifically for space, building space stations, and cool stuff like that. That will greatly assist with taking over a system.
Yeah, the hives aren't really all that hard to destroy. You just need a pretty decent sized fleet. And make sure you don't fly too close to it so it can actually shoot at you.
Yes, I have flown too close to hives before and been exploded. Okay. So we need microcrystalline components, and I need processors. So I think maybe a 3-to-1 ratio would work for that. So if I have 3 of these building microcrystalline components.
The fleet will automatically deploy once you get within range. And there's a way to actually get it to deploy and attack from range as well. I just can't remember offhand. I haven't really played since like October. Just started playing again yesterday.
Oddly enough, when I started streaming. Isn't that funny? How many of these are being produced?
Well, I was trying to figure out why you couldn't stack those dang things. And the only way to do that, start a new game. Go through what you did.
Yes, and then it worked for you and it didn't work for me, and then it suddenly did work for me, and we discovered nothing. Ah, the
sarcastic answer for that is that there's winners and losers in the game of life, and God just wouldn't do that to me.
Okay.
He just puts holes in my legs that take years to heal.
Yes, that sucks. He and I are not on very good terms.
Congratulations. You've obtained metadata.
I
A
have.
reward from Center Brain for uploading matrices.
Oh.
Metadata is a more advanced information carrier instantiated from matrices, and it has more complicated data structure. Use it to buy out technologies, or convert it back as the corresponding matrices. Keep uploading matrices.
Oh, and
to
also, have you
obtain
tried
metadata.
putting the corvettes and
Open the
destroyers
stats
in your
panel
mech
for
first?
detailed calculation rules.
I forgot to do that the first time I went out and tried to fight a hive. That lasted seconds before I went kaboom.
Okay, I need to bring copper.
Yeah, if you're just on corvettes, I would not recommend trying to take on a hive.
Would not end well.
You'd have to bring stacks and stacks of them and replenish your hangars throughout the fight. It gets really expensive.
Hmm. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Make sure this part gets built first. Okay. Goes into there, and then that goes up to there. And then this goes up to here. Okay, and then you're pulling this in, and you're pulling that in. Okay.
Insufficient materials.
Oh, insufficient materials. You require more Vespine gas. All too familiar with that sound. I have built these in a very strange way.
Replication complete.
Magnificent. Greetings, lady. Welcome, welcome. I am building the spaghetti. I forgot where the things are. There they are. Dagnabbit. We did it again. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. These look better when they are not underneath the power line. Just like that. And then that jumps over there. And everything is good. except on this side. Oop, goes there, and then this goes here, and then this breaks. Then nope, it doesn't, because I can't output on this side. We do it this way. Like that. And then this comes out to there, and that comes out to there. And then you start building this. Now, microcrystalline components. Lovely. And then, processors. What do I need for processors? Processors are green circuits and microcrystalline components. So I need to bring green circuits. I have green circuits right there. Can I just split that?
Green circuits, yeah, your Factorio is showing.
Shush. I mean,
I
they're,
shall not shush.
they're green. This is an accurate description. Just take them from here. We'll just make this belt go around to other places. It'll be fine. Just like that. And
Mineral depleted.
get fancy with this one. Aha! Okay. I'm going to take a quick little break. I will be right back. I'm back. Okay, I need to make processors. Thank you, lady. Making processors. Step 1, build the machine. Step 2, ingredients. Step 3, power. Step 4, profit. Agnabbit. Did it again.
Agnabbit. I didn't think I was watching Looney Tunes.
Nah. Okay. Now I need grabby things. That goes in. That goes in. That goes out. Box goes on top. Processors make. You produce a processor. It's perfectly capable of processing data. In the informational development of home-based production, this epoch-making icon lends us unwavering confidence in staying the course. That is a whole lot of words that don't say nothing. That is corporate speak.
Quite often, Mandarin doesn't really translate all that well into English.
That's what the localization team is supposed to be helping out on. I mean, really, what are these guys doing?
If you've been following localization teams in anime, they tend to put their own crap in there. Especially when they're translating into English.
I followed localization teams a lot in the video game industry, and they did the same thing.
They should be fired for that.
What's his name? Ted Woosley is particularly notorious for the early Final Fantasy translations. I'm a spoony bard. I'm pretty sure that's not what they meant. But that's what we got. Okay.
And so, you know what rhymes with bard? Something I can't say in stream.
Okay, so I've got processors, I've got engines, I've got the combustible units. That's the wrong button. What else do I need, Nick? I need energetic graphite. I don't think I need plasma exciters or prisms right at the moment. I need to get a little mini mall going with some buildings that I think I'm going to need. I'm gonna need depots, I'm gonna need smelters, assembly machines, missile turrets, oil extractors, in refineries, chemical plants, and lots of storage tanks. Also, the battlefield analysis base.
All those come in so handy for defense and garbage cleanup.
Yes.
But I do like popping combat drones in them.
Oh yes, I should also make some a drone producer, and I need plasma exciter for drones. Okay, prisms are made in the assembler. Graphite is made in the smelter. I'm gonna need another row of smelters. I could probably put that over there for graphite. I'm at 63% threat. So let's put down some turrets in strategical locations. I can get away with less turrets than what I've got here. I just put these down in a very hasty manner. Okay. So if I just put a turret down and then make sure that the next turret over is inside the circle, I should be good. I should probably look at the orientation of the turrets so that the belt runs smoothly through them all.
Oh, have you put bullets in your mech yet?
Yes. The first thing that I usually do with the bullets. Foundation required. Oop. No, I have dropped items on the ground. I have to fill my inventory. Yeah. There. Okay. I mean, that should be okay. Yeah, I think so. we're going to do this. Out. And then over to that. Oh, need more power towers. Bam. I have enough belts. 305 is probably not enough belts.
In my experience, that would be correct.
Replication complete.
Okay. What can I put in the box here?
What's in the box?
I'm probably keeping that. We'll keep all this up. Okay, so now power my turret network around the entire base. I have to have my turrets working. Power going there. I have power here. Out. That one, just like that. And that comes there. I'll send it there. Power like so. That one's full. Lovely. Okay, so we'll put that there, run it over here, and then into that one, and then out of that one, here, and into that one. Then connect power. And we help with construction. this one. Out the other side. Over that guy. And connect the power like that. Okay. Now this one shouldn't need power. I would think. Does need completed belt. Okay, we are online. Okay. These guys should also be good on power. I mean, they're sitting in the middle of the wind power field. Okay, construction assistance activate. This guy some power, just like that. Belt just like that. Out there, across to here, and then into that one, then power here, and connect. Talking through all of the steps helps me remember to complete the steps. Getting ready for bed? Alrighty. Hope you get feeling better. Okay. Now, belt comes out of here, runs over to here, and then goes into there. And then power happens. Belt comes out of there, across to here and into there, and power happens. Assist construction. Belt and power. there. Into there. And booyah, safety loop has been completed. At least now I know they're not going to just get into my base and start blowing things up without me knowing about it first. And I should be fairly well protected
Flight mode.
for the next couple of attacks. I don't think they're going to be able to send anything that'll break through those turrets for a little while yet. And if they do, I'll just add more turrets. There are a few things in life that can't be solved by more turrets.
Oh, God. And the puns begin.
Hey, they started it.
Did not mean you had to continue it.
Yes, it does. I mean,
yeah, it does.
it's right there. How can you not? Okay. Safety, yes. Processors, yes. Silicone, yes. Mall. I'm choosing to do that next. Where can I make mall? How many? I just need a small mall to build machines that I'm going to need a fair amount of. I've got those building. Tesla towers. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so I need to build 12 assembly machines in a row, basically. Let me make sure I got that count right. 1, 2, 3, 4,
12's a good start.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 13, and 14 if I do these. Okay, so I need a spot to build 14 of them. I suppose I could do 2 rows of 7, but I don't know if I could do it right here.
Flight mode.
I suppose I could put it right here. But I also need to make energized graphite. And this would be a good place to do that as well. And I need a spot for fluid. And I've got some room back here. And I suppose I could fill in this lake and put fluid right there. So let's go see how much foundation I have and fill in some of the lakes I have around the island here. Give me more room. Oh, that's a nice big spot right there. Okay. Any spots that are going to screw me over with the water? I don't think I did
Light
here.
mode.
I've also got this big old spot right here that I can use for things. Looks a lot different from yesterday. Yes, I have begun to build the spaghetti.
And I have to shut mine down for a bit.
What happened?
My room has become uninhabitable by how hot it is at this point. This game, for some reason, heats up my computer like it's going out of style. But the temperatures are no different than anything else. I just can't figure it out. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to watch Dagic stream for a while. He wouldn't let me pee in the water.
What? Fry an egg while you still can? I'm sure there's a meaning behind these words.
Yes, he was playing a game yesterday where he created a water storage vessel. And it had some dirty stuff in it. He said it might be pee. And I said, ooh, get to pee in the pool? It's not my local water supply, Dagic.
Have you seen any of those videos where they were doing experiments to find out that that chlorine smell that everybody thinks is like chlorine in the pools is actually what happens when it reacts with pee and stuff in the pools? So if you can smell that odor, it's because people have peed in the pool. Nothing is clean. It actually was pee. About what you guys were talking about, what I was talking about.
What he was talking about, what we were talking about.
Okay. Because in both cases, it actually was pee.
Light mode.
There, I think I've given myself a bunch of land to mess with. That's a random hole of water right there. I wish they had a mode that would let me easily see what was water and what wasn't. Ew, if I fill in this pool, I will have a lot of
I don't see what the difference is about getting into a pool that smells like that or getting into a river, ocean, or a lake.
True enough.
Yes, landfill becomes my biggest priority when I turn that back on. I have such a small building space.
I always do this clicking thing and make some land, because I can get away with so much less foundation.
And dirt pile. And if you do it as a single square instead of the 3x3 you got going on there, you save even more.
Yeah.
Takes a little longer, but
I find 3x3 is a nice balance of speed and saving.
But a pool's constantly going through filtration.
Yes. And a lot of the channels that reported that it was pee that made that smell. I don't know, soil pile, dagnabbit. Okay, where are some hills? Hills, here we go.
There's someone that uses chlorine bleach on a regular basis. I can tell you, bleach smells that way. So does chlorine.
Somebody else, one of the other like big science channels went back and tested it, and the conclusion that he came to was that it's not only pee that reacts with the chlorine to amplify that smell so much, it's pretty much any bodily fluid reacts that way. And he actually had the strongest reaction from sweat. So just because you smell the really strong chlorine smell at a pool doesn't mean that someone actually peed in it. It's probably because people are just sweating and they get in the pool and they're sweaty. Okay. We are at 97% threat for the dark fog attacking. So I am going to just watch from like planetary mode this time. I've got my entire base perimeter lined with turrets. So they're going to get a talking to when they come over here. That's for sure.
Just like a plate of spaghetti.
Yes. Oh, just wait till I build this mall and I have to start pulling belts out of here, out of all these things, to make my little mini mall. I should probably put a cap on this for right now. Oop.
Yeah, it's been a while since you played that, Dagic. It was him playing me coming across his stream one day is why I started following him.
I only know Dagic from ladies' streams. What was I doing here? Why are they two power poles right here? That is redundancy we do not need. It's Artosis pylons or nothing. Does anyone in my chat get the reference of Artosis pylons? Tell me that there's some OG StarCraft players around here. Did I just say pylon? Yes. You must construct additional pylons. You need more Vespene gas.
Dark fog cluster is launching an assault.
Oh, here they come. Okay. You can see the whole base right here. You may or may not still play Brood War. Oh, here they go. Okay, well, we will watch. Are they sending them all the same direction this time? It looks like they are. No, these are changing course. Okay. And this time they looks like they're going for the smelters. Okay. Luckily, they're coming right for where I'm standing, so my bots can repair the turrets. Ah, so you do get the Artesis pylon reference. So, to explain it to those who don't understand what an Artesis pylon is, there was a professional StarCraft player who went by the screen name Artosis, and he very famously got defeated in a match while he was playing Protoss. And the Protoss require a building called a pylon to power their other buildings. He had set up the main entry point of his base to be defended by a bunch of buildings that were powered by one pylon. The enemy that he was fighting got inside of his base, destroyed that one pylon, and half his base lost power. And yeah, the StarCraft community never let him live it down. And from then on out, mainly because of his brother Day 9, whenever somebody would do that, they would call it an Artosis pylon. And people still call it the Artosis pylon. That's his legacy in StarCraft, is having this one defensive failure named after him. Okay. Do I want to do it like that? Maybe not. That's the wrong button. I think I could more efficiently do it if I put a 3 belt space between them. 1, 2, 3. Offset ever so slightly because they're on different things. That's okay. Okay, let's look at the stuff that I've got to build. What shares what? Iron and oils.
Mineral depleted.
Iron and coils. Green and stone. Anything else takes stone. This takes stone and iron. This takes stone and iron. This takes stone and iron. There are a lot of buildings that pull from both stone and iron. I'm gonna ship this over so that it matches.
Did you get that job, Dagic?
Okay, you can have that going in there. need more of these.
Flight mode.
I hate it when companies do that.
Yep, highly unprofessional. You final interview somebody and you don't hire them, you should call them at least and say, hey, we went somewhere else.
Yeah. Okay.
Replication complete.
Those two need steel. That one needs steel, but also stone. That's steel. That's iron. That one is steel. This one is iron. This one is iron. But no stone. That one is iron. That one is iron and stone. So if I make this iron and this stone and this steel, okay, what else would I need to have in immediate grabbing range for both sides? Greens. This is some unique stuff to that. Coils. I don't think a lot of things use gears. Those are being built here. Okay. This will be coils. This will be gears. And this will be glass. And that should let me build everything that I want to build. And then we'll have the boxes off to the side on either side to dump items into. Okay, so it's a matter of now putting the items where they can get what they need. This thing needs to pull iron. Okay, so Tesla Tower can go here. Let's get power down so that I can see what I'm doing. I can go ahead and lay those belts. What if I don't have the belts?
Flight mode.
Does anything that grabs iron need to grab steel? I would say no. Alrighty, Dodgic. Have fun in Look mode. I have a channel point redeemed for Lurk. I encourage you to click the button. Because if you just go into Look mode, then Twitch will assume you are a bot and your view won't be counted. Because Twitch, in order to actually be counted as a viewer, you have to consistently interact with chat or do channel point redeems. So, yeah, Twitch. Anyway, I can switch this, I think, to gear and run steel out here. That way, if something needs iron, it goes on this side. If it needs steel, it goes on this side. And I don't know. You have redeemed the Lurk. Yes. Does anything that requires glass require iron? Ooh, the storage tank does. And there are things that have iron that require... Okay, so I'm gonna have to figure out the storage tank. Unless I just put the storage tank at the end and then pull the glass around. Because I could make this the storage tank. Because I think the storage tank is the only thing that requires iron and glass. The rest of these are steel and glass. No, we have a couple things that are iron and glass. What do we have that is iron and gears? Just the power plant. No gears, no gears. No gears. Okay. But because things, both sides are using glass, this needs to be glass. And this can be gears. And the only thing that uses iron and gears can go on the end and bring the gears around. And that was this? No. What uses iron and gears? The thermal plant. We'll put the thermal plant here. And we will bring gears around like that, specifically for the thermal plant. Okay, so thermal plant needs gears, which comes in from here, and it needs iron. We get from here. And it needs stone, which we get from here. It needs coils, which you can get from right there. Okay, then we'll just put a box right here. Put into that box. And then, when I get that connected, that'll just start making things. And I probably only want like 2 stacks. Bam, that one's set up, good to go. This guy only needs iron and coils. Pull an iron from over here. Pull in coils from over there, and then we'll output into that box, and then we'll set the limit to 2 stacks. Alright. Since ads are about to begin, I'm going to take a quick little break. I will be right back. have returned. Now we can finish them all. Thank you. Okay. Got that and that placed. the next thing I need, splitters. We'll work on splitters later. Depots and storage tanks are both easy to put on here. Okay, depots are going to pull from iron and stone. That gonna pull from iron and stone and glass. I'll put 2 there. Fit all these to 2 stacks. What's next? Smelters. No? I'll do it this way. I have a couple of things that are needing iron and gears. These guys need iron and gears. I can cut that there. Reverse this path. That there. And you need greens, gears, and iron. Okay, so we're pulling an iron from there, we're pulling in gears here, and pulling in greens from right there. You need gears. I hate that it does that. Gears and then greens and then iron. Put 2 there. Okay. We need all of the stuff. And iron and stone and greens and oils. Okay. Half of my mini mall is complete. Now let's start looking at things that need steel. This guy's gonna need some specialty stuff. Oh, I should put that here. Yeah, seems like a really good place for the missile turrets. This guy needs some of the same specialty stuff that Mr. Turret needs. We'll put him there. Now they're hims and hers. Okay, and then stone is a problem. Unless I take a similar tack down here with the stone. Chemical plants there. Refineries here. Extractor there. Those are up top. That's down, that's down, that's down. Those are down, that's here, that's where else, that's down. This can be the matrix lab. Which means this can be this if I have everything I need here. And I think I just might. Okay. Nothing there actually needs gears. It's only these three things. I can bring that in from the other direction. And let that be plasma exciter, since so many things need plasma exciter. And we'll bring in gears in this direction. Okay. Help with construction here. That gives to that. Okay. Solving the stone problem. Only these 3 things need stone. I switch this to that, this to that. Okay, you need gears. How should we fix that? You say that every time it happens. 20 gears. Coils. Else there. And I need stone and iron. And that's going to be that. Okay. You need gears, greens. Greens are there, gears are there. Iron is the poor one. Then that connection is still right there. Okay, and then this. You can get it better by doing it this way. Okay, and that's gonna get stone to where I need it to be. Oh, the thought that goes into designing a mini-mill in limited space. Okay. So, let's get to grabbing. We're going to need greens, which we grab from right there, and stone, which we grab from right there, and glass, which we grab from all. Oh, you don't have access to glass. We might have to move you to the top. Yeah, we're gonna have to move you to the top. Okay. You need access to glass, and that's what that is right there. Putting glass down along the road to there. And then you can now grab glass. You need greens and stone. Greens from right there. Stone from right there. Glass, greens, and stone, and steel, which is the first one right here. Okay. Oh, could things get any more complicated? Okay, you need steel and plasma exciter. That's steel and that's plasma exciter. You need bricks, which is this, and you need greens, which is that. Okay. Engine units. Gonna have to run those special. Now, there's other things that also need engines. They're gonna be a special run because those need that needs that. Okay, so and this needs thrusters. Okay, so all of these need the thrusters. So a thruster run right here. And then engines would have to jump over. Engines and thrusters would need to jump. The thrusters could jump from one side and engines from the other. Okay, so let's go ahead and place the rest of these. Let's get as many things connected to this as possible. Okay, So there's greens connected. Oh, this guy needs iron. It's just gonna be another run from over there. Also need stone, which is running right there. There's something easier that I can put there because I don't think I would need any of those machines. I do not have anything set up that would be able to build that. I need to build that elsewhere. I know exactly where I can build that at. And proliferation is a completely different setup. I didn't put the mining machines anywhere in here, did I? No, okay, so we'll replace this with mining machines. It's still going to require many of the same things. Agnevet requires those, doesn't it? Iron. Iron is a problem. Solving an iron problem. Okay, so this now needs to move. And that side can still power both of those. Get away with that right there. This needs to thrusters, that needs thrusters, that also needs thrusters. So thrusters is gonna have to split twice to go and power this up. Okay. So this is going to be grabbing iron from here. Greens. There. Plasma exciter from over there. The thrusters, the exciter, the greens, and the iron. And you are going to be outputting to this guy. And I'm going to allow for an entire row of those. These are thrusters. Okay. Okay, this splitter doesn't go there, it goes here. Really? Okay. There they are. Got the thrusters coming in. Thrusters and into that. And like that. Except that's the wrong building. It's just from that side. You need microcrystals. need steel. And you're getting thrusters. Now put them right here. We'll limit that to 2 stacks. Okay. And then you need to come with a belt right across here. The only thing that's going to use this? Okay. All right. And then you need green and steel. And then up here. And then 2 sacks. Okay. That's gonna be messy any way I run it. Unless I do it right here. Okay. There's your iron. There's your greens. There's your glass. Well then. Oh, isn't that a kick in the teeth? Might be too close. Solutions. Okay. You can help do that. Okay, let's make sure this guy's pulling everything that it needs to pull. Greens is pulling glass. Pulling steel. It's pulling stone from down there. Mix cider, stone, greens, and steel, iron, greens, and gears. Are you pulling gears? Okay, you need to pull coils, and you are in greens, and you are iron, and these are gears. And then you can output 2 here. Let's set that to 2. Okay, I think I'm wired up and good to go. Now I just need to get all of these things over to the appropriate lines. And we will call that a success. Okay, so my first one can actually be right here, I think. There. Okay. We're gonna take this out. And now I'm gonna need a couple more splitters. I need iron.
Light mode.
Jump a splitter right here. We will do that.
Replication complete.
And now I have greens going in. Lovely. Okay.
Mineral depleted.
Now the spaghetti is really about to begin. I mean, look at what's going on right here already. Okay. Do you have engines being created? I never set up a stockpile for the engines. No, they could have been stockpiling this whole time. So many engines could have been made. Okay. Just like that. Okay, I could bring through both stone and glass. I think I just bring them up right here. Step 1, lay down a stone line and a glass line. And I think I just bring them straight up through here. Okay. Then we just connect this to that. Of course it won't connect easy. Why would it ever connect easy? It all must beget. Okay. Don't really have a real easy do that. Okay, how do I get this through here is the question. Why has iron stopped?
Light bulb.
All of this iron is gone. That's why that stopped. Why didn't it tell me that the minerals have gone? Okay, so I'm gonna have to get more iron going after I get everything connected. Luckily, I can just do this. Okay, there's the glass connected. Well, let's connect it. Okay. Gears. Oh, I have a connector right there. This is going to be interesting. It would be nice when I get to the point that I don't have to use belts. Just like that. Okay. Steel. Okay, now steel is right here. Okay. Okay. So that's steel.
Flight mode.
So the only other things I need is plasma exciter and to fix the iron. Well, let's go fix iron first. Okay. Why do you have no power? All the other ones have power, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Grab the iron from this vein. Okay. Right, so what we're going to do, I think it's 2 belts that I need down there. So we're going to combine 3 of these into 2 belts. 2 from here and 1 from up there.
Replication complete.
Okay. Goes in there. In there. Goes in there. In there. We're at 88% threat. Okay. Helping the building process. Nice. Okay, now Okay. 91% threat. Am I gonna be able to get them all built for the dark fog attack? Why do you have no power?
Insufficient materials.
Ooh, they didn't give me one of those. I can grab 3 of them.
Replication complete.
Bam. I think I've only got 1 or 2 crude oil sites inside of my little base area here. Okay, that should be iron working again. Yes. The iron has once again begun to flow. Okay, so plasma exciter. How do I make this? Oh, I've got to make prisms first, which is just glass. 3 pieces of glass makes 2 prisms. And 2 prisms make a plasma exciter. So the plasma exciter needs to be in a place where it can pull from coils and glass. So coils are right here. Glass is right there. Let's just run glass straight across here. I need to get more belts. Okay. Ideally, I need 6 of them, so let's move this.
Replication complete.
I'm going to be making prisms. That. Go there, and that goes there. And it's a simple in, out, in, out, out. Sense of the glass.
Dark fog cluster is launching an assault.
Okay. Shall watch the dark fog assault. Where are they coming from? This direction looks like. Oh, they're sending.
How long ago did your stream crash?
Did it crash?
I ended up with a network error.
It's still going on my side.
Must have just been my end then.
Yeah, everything looks good over here. Okay.
Flight mode.
We'll just drop more turrets right here if they want to keep coming from this angle. Nice. Did you see the spaghetti I made?
No, I fell asleep at the keyboard.
Look at the wonderful spaghetti.
and now I want to gouge my eyes out.
But everything is connected, and most of my mini mall is working. I just need to build plasma exciter, which I was doing over here. When the dark fog showed up, it interrupted my plans. And I discovered that I did not actually have any I built the engine thing, but I didn't build the buffer to store the engines, and so I didn't actually have any engines being built, which was sad. Gears, minus iron.
Light load.
I fixed the iron. What's the problem? Oh. It's just being slow. I ran out of iron and then had to go find new iron. Okay, now I can make plasma exciter. One. That's two. Okay. Oh, stack nabbit. Plasma exciter. Okay, you need this and this. Yay! Okay, now I need to run that belt over here, which means I probably need to just trace that around. Just bring up the backside here and sneak it around here. Let's just follow the path of this belt. Okay. With the arrival of the plasma exciter, all of the things that I have queued up here in this little mini mall should start building. Many of them already have. Do I actually need the exciter to go up down? As far as it does, I don't. Okay. You can stop.
It'll
there.
get used in future technologies.
Well, I'm gonna rebuild this mall efficiently in the future. Right now, there's a lot of like belt spaghetti going on because I wanted to build it, and I only had like this much space to build it between my perimeter and this, so I had to get spaghetti with the belt to make sure that all the buildings get built. Is this one missing something? Coils. I never solved that problem, did I? Coils. Oh, I have a solution. More spaghetti. I mean, did we think the solution was going to be anything other than spaghetti? So, with the ingredients that all of this stuff required, I had to get kind of creative with how I'm running the belts to feed everything. And I'm restricting it to like 2 stacks of each building, so that I don't burn through all the resources. Except for the ships. I'm gonna let it build a whole row of ships. And so now I just have to like let it run. I also, greetings Glenn, thank you for trying to raid. Twitch has been twitching because it told Con that I was offline, and I've had that problem too when I've tried to raid. I don't have a restriction set on my raids. I don't think I do, at least. Pretty sure I don't. I can look and see.
And it exploded.
And it exploded, yes. Clip settings, permissions, raids. No, the account just has to be more than 30 days old in order to raid my channel. That is the only restriction. I am building spaghetti. Would you like to see my spaghetti? Look at the glorious spaghetti. I had to get all of the things connected properly. The spaghetti happened. It also happened over here. It's not as bad over here. It gets a little funky around this area. But over here, really funky. So I need more iron. We're going to add more spaghetti. Out of here. Over here. And then into there. This iron is not being used as much. So let's make sure it is. Okay, now we have a stronger stream of iron coming through at least. Why is there so much coming through here? Oh, because of that splitting off and going to steel. Got it. That's half a line because half of it is feeding back to steel. And all of this iron is getting through.
Flight mode.
Okay. That should allow some of these to start being built, right? Yes, we do have engines going.
Flight mode.
So they are slow in coming, but still coming. Ooh. Now this is nice. Now I can drop one of these bad boys around.
You've built a battlefield analysis base. It can automatically dispatch construction drones for constructing and repairing, and combat drones for defending. It can also analyze enemy debris and automatically extract useful items. A battlefield analysis base is indispensable for building an unmanned auto defense system.
Drop a lot of these around here. Pick up the trash. And then when I get enough drones to put drones in. Uh-oh. Nice. Booyah. of these back in there in the bonus slots.
Flight mode.
Oh. Why is it that limited? Tank in there. Boxes in there. This in there. That in there. The missile turrets up here. Okay. Hmm. A bunch of these guys. That in there. That up. That. Ooh, beanbox. Okay. And we'll carry one more stack of those in order to have backups. Okay, we're still doing good on power right now. This coal power facility is a really good way to do this.
I know.
This is working much better than wind. Until I run out of coal.
Yeah, but by the time you run out of coal, you should be burning deuterium or hydrogen.
Yes. Okay, so I guess fluids are next.
You still haven't built oil?
Nope, not yet. I built one oil refinery thing, or extractor, right here. I have another crude oil seep right here. Drop another extractor
Insufficient materials.
I don't have to craft these anymore. I'll just go over here and pick them up. Don't see any more crude oil. vicinity. Core energy is fine. Okay, I do want to grab some drones now that I have them. Now I have drones. Do I have cruise mode yet? I don't. That is drive engine level 2. Right. So I've got the mall, the mini mall finished. There. Bam. Mini mall complete. And the belts are all lit up because it's nighttime. Yes. So, this is where I'm going to call the stream for tonight. Shorter stream because I'm super tired. Today was a busy, complicated day. Yeah.
Especially when you have to beat your car up with a rock.
Yes. That was just the weirdness that happened at the end of the day. There was more weirdness that happened throughout the day. But anyway, story for a different time. There's been a slight change to the schedule and how the schedule is going to work. More information is forthcoming in the Discord once I get things finalized and set up properly. There will be a stream tomorrow night, the collaboration for Final Fantasy XIV, which also features Con here. We will be 14 and up. Yes. And Lady will probably be here. She's not been feeling well. Yeah.
2 weeks in a row, jeez.
Yeah, hopefully Lady will be feeling better. So yeah. I don't think one viewer, which is what Twitch is telling me I have, is enough to raid. A lot of people have restrictions, and Twitch might have just put a universal restriction on raiding with one viewer. I don't know.
Well, it shows me as a mod and one person, one other person viewing.
You can get a list of the viewers up in the...
That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Got a J-Dog Central 1 and me.
Yeah.
Dream Elements.
So, not really enough to put together a raid, I don't think. I mean, I can look and see if we got somebody we can raid. But Twitch has been acting up. Let's see, who's out and about doing things? Ooh, it's playing Factoria. Well, then we will raid Ison with one viewer, and I will be back tomorrow with more Final Fantasy XIV. And make sure that you are in the Discord for updates to the schedule, because I have not yet started tweeting out the schedule. But I will at one point, once I get it finalized. Anyway, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Nari out.